Well, today it's all about September 2023's dividends. Let's see how we did and how close we are to our $60,000 goal.
Well, here we are, my friends, September 2023. I can't believe it's been 4 years since we started investing and receiving dividends and distributions. No, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 4 years investing. Right? It's 4.
I can't count apparently.
She can't count, but I can because I have a spreadsheet that we can use as well, which is free. But on today's video, we are gonna share with you the dividends and distributions that we received in September 2023. Stick until the end of the video because I really wanted to share with you some of the lessons learned since we started 4 years ago receiving dividends and distributions. By the way, my name is Jean.
I'm Christine.
This is my lovely wife, Christine. We are in Canada. We are excited because we are less than 200 days of our financial independence.
In fact, it's 175 days today until our intended FI date. So
there we go. So let's start. Let's talk about those positions.
So the very first position that paid us out in September was Manulife. Manulife falls into the financial sector of our portfolio. And in September, we received $730. And year to date, we have received $2,190.
There we go. The other position that we received dividends in September 2023 is Enbridge. Enbridge is part of our energy sector in Canada. We received $887.50 and year to date $2,662.50.
The next one is A&W. This one is a monthly paying position for us. It's an income trust. So in September, we received $39.99. Year to date, we have received $206.02.
There we go. Let's go now to, well, I'm gonna skip the income-oriented ones and I'm gonna go to the other position that we recently started investing, which is Pembina.
As of this year, right?
As of this year, by the way, yeah. That's the second time that you're receiving the dividends from Pembina, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Either way, we received $1,201.05 and year to date, just over $1,800. And Christine's phone, somebody is messaging her.
I'm on call.
I know. There you go. So let's go and talk about, I'm gonna let you talk about the last two.
Okay, so the next two are also ones we started this year or at the end of last year. They are monthly paying income funds. We've chosen these two because they help us reach that monthly goal that we're looking to have for our FIRE journey. Yeah. So the first one is HDIV. We received $872 and year to date $6,772. The next one is again in the Hamilton family, HYLD. This one covers more of the US market. We received $645.34 and year to date have received $5,016.39.
There we go. Those were the companies that paid us dividends and distributions in September 2023. If you are good with math, when we sum everything up, we received $4,375.88. Right? Yeah. Good month so far.
Yeah, it's consistently over 4,000 now.
It's we are not yet to the 5,000, which is okay. I'm not complaining, but it is what it is. Here's what we're gonna do now. We are gonna talk to you, as I mentioned before, I love dividend. I love the dividend snowball. If you
he
have
loves Excel, guys.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
That's what he loves.
If you do, share in the comments below. But here's the thing, usually at this time, if you follow our journey to financial independence, we are sharing with you the dividend snowball. We're gonna skip that for now and I'm gonna leave that to the end because we're gonna be able to compare the last 4 years. What we want to share with you now is on your screen the companies of how much, not the companies, actually how much we have received over the last 4 years. So September 2023 is the 4th year that you have been receiving constant dividends and distributions. Let's go and talk about it.
It's really interesting because September was the first month in 2020 when we started to receive those dividends. So the year of September is quite small. So like you're going to notice, we've spoke about before, the year of 2020, we only received $4,634 in dividends and distributions. But you fast forward through 2021, through 2022, and up to today in 2023, we have grown our dividends to $35,846 to date this year. Incredible.
Yeah, it is. If you follow our journey to financial independence, the goal was to reach $40,000 by the end of 2023. Christine, mid-year, she says, let's go and bump it up to $60,000 because we knew that we're going to be able to achieve the $40,000 before the end of 2023.
Yeah, and that's part of the spreadsheet that Jean was just talking about because we can forecast forward what our yearly dividend amount would be if we held all of those positions at a specific date, right? So we knew back in May or June of this year that 40,000 was going to be completely achievable. In fact, we'd already sort of surpassed that in our spreadsheet, knowing that was going to happen. So we thought, why not set a new goal? Okay, I thought, why not set a new goal?
There you go. That's no surprise so far, which is good. Now let's talk about, as we promised before, let's talk about the dividend snowball. The dividend snowball, it's like the snowball effect that it kind of increases as the year passes by, as the day passes by, as the month passes by. What you're gonna see on your screen now is how much have we received in September 2020, September 2021, 2022, and 2023. So you can see those numbers on your screen. I'm gonna pause and let you sink that in.
Dramatic pause.
I know, dramatic pause. There you go. It's incredible what we were able to achieve over the last 4 years. We are so grateful to be building this community with you, that you are part of it, and giving us advice and giving us things to think about it, and at the same time saying this is not gonna work, this is work, which is totally fine. We keep learning as we go. Since we started back in 2020, so in 2021, comparing with 2020, we were up 30% in dividends and distributions. If you go one more year and you compare 2022 with 2021, we were up 97%. Yes, 97%. And the same goes right now in 2023. We are up 92% comparing with 2022.
Yeah.
How this is actually possible? Making money, saving money, and investing money. So there is no other way around going that, right?
It's called the snowball effect because you have your starting amount, and as it rolls and rolls and rolls, it gathers more snow. But you also have to remember that it's snowing outside. So there's fresh snow being added to that snowball as well, which means we've continuously added new capital as well into our investments, which has helped this snowball effect generate. So as the dividends go up, we increase the number of positions, which increases the amount that we receive, and it gets snowballed into itself, right? We keep reinvesting the dividends we receive and stuff like that.
And here's why it's so important for you to track the numbers. If you don't use Excel, that's fine, but use it like in a piece of paper, in an app, or whichever works out for you, because you are now able to compare that. When we started back in 2020, we actually had 10 positions. Just a few things for you to consider as well.
Are you going to put them up on the screen? Which
I think so. So in September 2020, we had 10 positions out of, bringing now to 2024. Oh, sorry, 2023. Out of the 10, 8 of them we sold. We only kept 2 of them, which is Enbridge and Manulife. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, we were looking back at that list and we were thinking, XEI. When did we ever have XEI?
Yeah,
what is XEI?
Exactly. So that's the first one, right? So no matter what, if you are new to investing, your your plan is gonna change. At least that's what happened to us, right?
Because like you said before, you figure out what works for you in your situation, and you figure out and learn from everybody else around you some of the mistakes they may have made or learning opportunities that they had.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping this is for all of you. You can see from what we had previously invested in, what we're in now, and see if any of that works in your situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna link down below a website, like the post that we created back in September 2020 with the number of positions, so you can always reference that. But to give you an idea, in September 2020, we received $344 from Enbridge and $168 from Manulife. If we bring those numbers, as we just mentioned a few minutes ago, from Enbridge, we received this month $887, and from Manulife, $730. Over the last 4 years investing, the dividends from Enbridge and Manulife, they actually increased. None of those two positions, the dividends decreased, which it also helps us with the dividend snowball.
Yeah, and I think overall in our investing time frame, we've only seen one dividend decrease, and that was Algonquin, which we still hold. We're holding out.
I think that we had another one with RioCan, even though we don't have RioCan anymore. So we've had a few of them. I'm not gonna say only one. There's a few of them. You need to be prepared for that, and that's why it's so important to think about diversification.
Yeah, because we talk a lot about dividends, but it's not the only thing that we've invested money into, right? We have our real estate investments, both here in Toronto as well as in Brazil, but we also invest into growth-oriented ETFs as well. So just...
try to diversify as much as you can. If you're new to investing, that's something else, which is like the financial independence minimalist approach. I don't know how I came up with this name, but it makes things so much easier when you are able to reduce the number of positions. As we said before, 10 positions in 2020, 6 positions in 2024, and those companies that you do believe in, you end up adding more money, and that's the case with Manulife and Enbridge, right? We kept those positions and we keep investing as much as we could on all of them. One of them we actually changed. We're gonna see this going back to 2020. It was Canadian Utilities, which we don't have in our portfolio anymore. And we found out, whoa, there's a better position now, there's a better stock that you can use for us, which is Pembina. So that's why we decided to invest in Pembina in 2023.
Yeah, because Canadian Utilities is still a great stock to invest in. So if it's in your portfolio, no reason to change it.
And our philosophy, we thought maybe we should switch. That's what we did, and we're happy with the changes so far.
Yeah.
Right? Last one, if you are interested, and you usually ask this question, how much have you guys were able to invest up to this point to receive this $4,000 and something dollars? It's around $350,000, $360,000 for those positions that we received dividends and distributions this month. It is gonna vary because, I mean, as we've mentioned before, there is a bunch of money that we put in for the dividend, or the income-oriented ones, and that's why we have a bigger number. But our situation, it might be different from yours.
Yeah. It really a lot depends on your time frame and what you want to do with your retirement or your FI money or FU money or whatever you want to call it. So
100%.
Yeah. But that was this week. Back together again. Somebody just got back from Brazil. So we're actually recording this Sunday morning. So we're really hopeful it might be a little bit later getting out today. But we hope everybody has a great long weekend here in Canada because it's Thanksgiving. There's my phone again. And enjoy your Turkey Day. And those in the States, yours is coming up next month.
We hope that you're well. We hope that you're safe. And thank you again for your comments. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the like. So if you think that this video is interesting, consider giving us a like, and we can share our love for financial independence with other folks out there.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Stay safe, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye. All right, it's recording now.
Ready?
Yes.
Are you out of practice?
I am.
I feel like I am too.
Well, here we are, my friend. That's another. Well, here we are, my friends. That's another month, September 2024.
Three.
Funny enough. Oh,
I wish it was September 2024 because then we'd be somewhere in Brazil.
yeah.